Hello. So today I'm going to be talking about the JET Statement of Purpose. My last video was about the different paperwork that you have to collect together and turn in with your application, and this one's just going to go into details about how I wrote my Statement of Purpose. So the Statement of Purpose is a 2-page double-spaced essay where you'll ask questions answer questions that are given to you from the prompt that'll be posted on the embassy, the program US website for JET. The ones that were posted there currently posted there were in 2 sections: one relevant experience, one motivation for participation. In relevant experience, you're supposed to describe applicable experiences, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, professional skills, relevant interests, personal qualities, and yeah, that's relevant experience. Motivation for participation is the next section, and there you're going to state why you wish to go to Japan, why you're interested in the position. You're going to talk about what you hope to gain personally and professionally from participating, and what effect you hope to have on the Japanese community and on internationalism. So when writing my essay, what I did was I printed out the prompt and I just wrote down all the answers to the questions posed to me. I didn't really worry about space, how much I was writing, because I knew, for me at least, it's easier to cut down after I've written a lot rather than trying to write like really concise sentences beforehand, if that makes sense. So I just I made sure to answer every single one. I also thought about some keywords that I knew maybe they would be looking for. For me, from what I researched and from reading about the program, I knew internationalism is definitely a keyword. You don't need to make your entire paper about internationalism, but I think it definitely needs a mention or something that you might contribute or what you might do for the JET program to help promote internationalism. Teaching, obviously, this is a teaching position, so you should probably talk about teaching. If you have any relevant experiences that make you unique, like teaching experiences, definitely describe that in detail. If you've never taught before, talk about what you want to do teaching-wise, what things you could do, why you would think you'd be a good teacher. But you should talk about teaching, I feel like, because it's a program for teaching English and internationalism. Not just internationalism or learning about Japan and all of that, but also teaching English. So say something about it. And I also talked about being an ambassador. I think with the nature of going over and obviously being, for me, obviously being non-Japanese, I think I'm constantly representing my country from what I come from, just from being there. So I kind of talked about what it would mean to me to be an ambassador and all of that, and things that I would do if I was, since I was an ambassador in my own mind. So after I answered all of these questions, that's when I started kind of cutting things down and trying to get to my final statement of purpose. I went through and I made sure that I answered each question, because you'd be surprised at how many essays get written and you start to kind of ramble on and get off topic, and you didn't ever answer the question that you were supposed to. You just went on to some other side story. At least it happens with me a lot. So I went back through, made sure I answered every question, then I started cutting things down. And then I started choosing kind of the most important things or portions that I thought were important for the JET program to know about me, and made sure to include those. Something I definitely made sure to do was include like real life stories, a unique experience that I had that would set me apart from other applicants, because you are competing for that interview and you want to be memorable. So make sure to put in there somewhere an experience that's unique to you, that sets you apart, and that makes them go, oh, well, gosh, I've never heard of anyone doing this, or how interesting. They might be someone I want to talk to. Huh? Yeah, getting the idea? After I went through that, and that process was really long. I must have rewritten my statement of purpose at least, gosh, way more than 4. I'd say at least 10 times, because I started it really early. I started it even before the application was released, and I'm really a perfectionist, so until I was mostly comfortable with it, I just didn't stop rewriting it. I felt like there was always something better I could do. But once I got it somewhere where I really liked, I took it to the writing center. Use those sources that you have at college to, I guess, better that essay. Why not? I took it to the writing center, had it checked for grammar and all of that, and after that I took it to a teacher who was my English grammar teacher in TESOL, and I knew if anyone, I told her like beforehand, look, just go crazy. I won't be offended. This thing could be in a completely different color of ink and just be painted red, and I would just be appreciative. And she sure did make sure it was a multiple colored. Kind of hurt I lied, it kind of hurt a little bit. I thought I was pretty good at grammar, but man, there was the smallest little details. But regardless, make sure you are applying to be an English teacher, so make sure your paper is grammatically correct. Try to make as few mistakes as possible in it. Don't give the people reading your paper any reason to set it to the side, like, oh, this person can't even tell the difference between, I don't know, this grammar point and that point. Well, this person has essay is perfect grammatically, I'm not even going to read this one. It sounds really harsh, but you don't give them any room to check you off. Make sure, just think your goal should be, at least I want them to have to read my essay. I don't want them to have to put it to the side or not make it through my essay because of some grammatical problems or sentence structure errors and all of that. But anyways, after having it checked, sorry, it's crazy ramble. After having it checked, I finally kind of felt comfortable with it and was ready to turn it in. That was pretty much the entire thing for me. I think what was really helpful, again, was kind of beforehand answering all those questions straight out and not worrying about trying to cut everything down. I really think that was the most helpful thing, because it's the 2-page double-space thing, and trying to answer them so short right off the bat was so difficult for me. In terms of things you can find online that might be helpful, there are just a ton. Like, you can Google it, and I'll link some of the places, like I said, that I went to. I think I said it. Well, I'm saying it now. I'll link some of the places that I went to. But there's just a ton of information online about how you can write a good statement of purpose, or what people have done. Now, I know you guys are probably going to want to see like an essay as an example and all of that. You're not supposed to disclose that. So me personally, I don't really feel comfortable disclosing it, so I'm not going to. And also, my essay was very, very personalized to me. I have to have a lot of teaching experiences and very specific experiences that are specific to me, so I don't even know how you even be able to make it applicable to you. It's useless to you, trust me. Not to say that other people haven't decided to put those essays online, and I'm sure you'll be able to find it when the time comes, but just be aware that you want to be yourself. Like, there's nothing special that you have to be except for yourself. You just have to have that passion for what they want. It's just how you market yourself, I suppose. And when you read those essays online, even though you're reading it and you're like, I'm not going to copy this and all of that, sometimes just from reading it in the back of your mind, you kind of remember these things and it comes out unconsciously. So be aware of that. Just try to make that paper yours. Try not to copy what you might read. But anyways, that's it. Hopefully that was helpful. I think the next video I do will probably be about the interview process, and I want to do a video specifically to other JETs about packing and preparation, just for fun. So look out for those. Comment below if there's anything you guys would like to know, or I don't know, interested in. I'll make a video about it because it's fun. Anywho, I'll see you guys later. Bye.